Computer. Here we go. Okay, so welcome to our very first Dream Builders organizational Zoom meeting. Woo! Okay, so I'm just going to ask us each to introduce ourselves so that we can get to know each other. That's one thing that I really want from these Zooms is that we get to know each other even though we're all over the country. Because then when we're helping each other on Dream Builders, we're helping a friend. It's not just a random person posting something on there. So because there's such a few of us on here, let's just give your name, where you live, how long you've been with Pampered Chef, and your favorite Pampered Chef product so far.
Hopefully.
Okay, maybe one that you just received recently, but maybe haven't had forever, that you've really glad that you got. Whatever you want as far as a product. So, my name is Jennifer. I am the fearing leader of this group. I joined Pampered Chef 2.5 years ago with the intention of staying for 3 months. And 2.5 years later, we've built this awesome team. So I'm in Fargo, North Dakota. And my favorite products, I think the ones that I use the most that I have to say are my favorites are the Rock Rocks. Although the Quick Cooker and the Deluxe Cooking Blender are like a close in there as far as the bigger things go. Of course, I love all the little stuff, but I use the Rock Rocks all the time. So those are my favorite. Cheryl, go next.
All right. Cheryl Albertson. I'm from Malacca, Minnesota. Been with Pampered Chef since August, just seeing where this adventure is going to take me. And I have to say my favorite is the Rock Crock slow cooker. Mm-hmm. I really like that you can get done with that and do everything right in it. So, yeah.
Do you have the carrier yet?
No.
Yeah. Is the carrier still out there now that I think about it saying that?
I guess I've never seen it even out there.
Now that I think about it, we should check into that. Because last night at Bible study, we had a taco bar and I brought the meat. And I heated it up in the microwave. I put it in my slow cooker stand, put it in the carrier, took it to Bible study, and plugged it in there in the slow cooker. And everybody's like, "Ooh, that's really cool." So,
nice.
Yeah.
Yep. It really keeps stuff hot for a long time, though, too.
Yes,
just itself. So.
Yeah. And it doesn't burn things. Like I love that. Like I'm taking a queso dip to a football party on Saturday, and I just know that it's not going to get stuck and burn. It's going to stay nice. And yeah. Sarah.
Sorry, I'm muted because it's kind of like bedtime here. Simon's being a little loud. So, my name is Sarah Goddage. I'm from Foley, Minnesota. I've been with Pampered Chef for a year now. I just had my year anniversary, but I wasn't serious about this business when I first started. It took me about 6-7 months into it before, I just started just to earn the quick cooker, basically. And in April is when I got serious about building a business because my why changed. So the urgency was there to do something to help my family. And then let's see, my favorite Pampered Chef product, it's got to be, I'm making alternative milk like every other day in my blender now. So always making almond milk.
Is it almond or?
Almond. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Almond milk. And I haven't gotten the chance to show my sisters it yet. But it'd be a really good thing to show my sisters because they are both gluten-free families. And after you make the almond milk, you can use the leftover almonds that are all ground up, and you can dehydrate that for almond flour. So that's really cool. And they use a lot of almond flour.
Okay, I think you need to make a video on that we can all share.
Yeah.
You didn't sound super positive about that.
Well, I wish, if my kitchen situation was a little different, I would love doing videos. But it's just like not a good setup. And my kitchen is super small, first of all. For having a family of 9 people, here's my stove. Here's the space. It's like this big between the space between where my dirty dishes have to go, between my stove and my sink. It's this big.
I know. I have a galley kitchen, and I say it's a half a butt kitchen because if my husband's in there, I'm like, get out. You're in here.
I would love doing videos though. I just watched a lady. She has this really beautiful kitchen, island and everything, and she uses this little camera. It's called the Mevo. It's really neat how she just selects on her iPod or laptop where she wants the Mevo to zoom in on while she's doing her videos.
Oh, wow.
It's a really nice system. Yeah, I saved it I saw it today, maybe in that director group. I don't know.
Okay.
But
I went to a Facebook.
I'm getting off topic.
Yeah, I'm just gonna intersect something here when you say that, because I went to a Facebook seminar here in Fargo on Tuesday. I learned quite a bit, and I'll share that at some point. But they shared about making videos, and they said, like, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make them on my kitchen table. But they said to go out and buy that foam board you can get like for presentations and stuff, just that's like 50 cents or whatever. And then buy some contact paper that looks like countertop. Like you can get it online and it looks like a countertop. And they just put that down. And then they have another plain white one that they have that reflects the light.
Foam core.
Yeah. And then it just, yeah. Oh yeah, Gloria, you're our photographer. So then it reflects the light.
You can get, instead of going through all of that, you can get a piece of foam core with a shiny finish and a piece of matte board with any color you want. I've got about 200 sheets out here, so if you're really desperate, you can come find me.
Okay.
And and you can set it up. I've even got a light stand that you can set up around it, so you've got a full setup.
Yeah. Well, and I bought a tripod thing that has a round light on it that's supposed to help. I don't know. Excuse me. So anyway, I thought that was cool. Okay, Gloria, take her away.
I'm Gloria Reese. I live out here just past Castleton on a farm. I started in August. I'm just started my 8th party today. My favorite piece, I don't know. About 4 years ago, I could honestly say I had absolutely everything in the catalog. There was nothing in the catalog that I didn't already own. Of course, I've added quite a bit since then. But I was
gonna say, I've only been a consultant for 2 years, and you've gotten quite a bit since I've known you.
I like the stuff. I like the rock crocks a lot, and I like the quick cooker. And at some point here, I'm gonna have the blender cooker. I'm gonna have it.
Yep. Yep. And you can get it for half price, so or have a party and get it cheaper.
And I'm trying to talk my niece and my granddaughter into being consultants. They're both kind of on the fence. Both of them are small children, and both of them need to be at home instead of paying a babysitter, so this would be pretty much ideal. Both of them are cooks.
That's awesome. That's
So I'm hoping that I can convince them that this is a really good thing, especially now that the cost of the kit is so low.
Oh, right. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, well, I am going to have you meet our fearless leader. She is my leader, so therefore all of yours leaders. She calls herself the grandma, even though I'm way older than her. So, all right, I'm going to share. We had her make a video. Oh dear, I think I did it wrong again. Well, maybe not. Let's see. Can you see this video here?
Yep.
Okay.
My name is Brenda Copy, and I am your proud leader with this amazing Pampered Chef organization. I am so happy that you joined Jennifer Grieve and Sarah in this amazing organization that you guys have. Do you know that together, these two have been rock stars, and they are looking to promote to a senior leader team at the end of December with all of your help. Couple of things about me and a couple of tips that I have for you to make your business a success. First of all, last month you guys were one of our top selling team in our copy organization of $31,206.67. So give yourself a round of applause.
I'm so excited.
Yay.
You rocked it.
So super excited that you guys are here. And just to tell you a little bit about me, I have been with Pampered Chef for 14 years. I started when I was a full-time social worker, and I just really wanted to become a better cook. And I was starting to have kids, and so I just wanted to make sure that we could eat at home. What happened was things changed. My why changed. I decided that my job was very stressful, and I wanted to stay home. So I actually quit my full-time job and made Pampered Chef my business. Then I got divorced, and so now I'm a single mom of 3 kids, one already in college and another one going next year that I help. This business has been a godsend for myself and my family. And I want you guys to know this, is if you have a strong why, there is no obstacle that we can't help you overcome. So once you have your why, contact Sarah, contact Jennifer, and let's help you make a plan to get your why. Maybe it's Disney. Maybe it's to quit your job. Maybe it's to make an extra $1,000 a month. Whatever that may be, I want you to know that the power is yours to make that happen. All you have to do is believe in yourself enough to make that why, to have those dreams, and then to go for it with all of your might. The fall is our top selling season. And so this is the time to reach any goals that you set for yourself. So, and really, like I said, you guys have joined an amazing team. And of course, I want to toot our own horn, an amazing organization that are here to support you and to help you reach your goals. The one thing is we can't do it for you, but we can help you make a plan to get there. And so anyway, I want to give you some tips for October here at your team time. First of all, the reason why this month is so amazing is October is our 39th anniversary. And so they have decided that they are going to have an anniversary offer for recruiting. And I'm sure that the fabulous ladies are going to share with you the ins and outs of that. But I want to tell you right now, I hope you ask everybody. Ask everybody if they're interested in this. And then you're just going to start a 3-minute message. This business can meet a lot of people's needs, and all you have to do is ask. Secondly, I want you guys to know that there's a monthly focus that will give you tips and training for all of these things for recruiting, booking, and selling. On October 16th, 2 of our amazing products that were probably one of my top sellers back when, the vanilla extract and the cinnamon, utilize those. Those are backed by popular demand. The other thing is the enrichables. I hope you guys have taken training on there. I hope you've gotten a sample to try it. These are income producing subscriptions. People can subscribe every month. Anyway, I just wanted to give you those tips, but I really want you to know that we will have 2 opportunity events this month. And I truly do believe that this business is about sharing. You guys wouldn't be here today if somebody didn't share the business with you. And we want to give everybody else that same opportunity. So I challenge everybody to invite 5 to 10 people to each of those opportunity events. really just ask, let them make their own decision. And then if they say no, ask them to host a Pampered Chef party. But we are all here to support you. Have an amazing meeting. And like I said, you guys are part of an amazing team. So, bye-bye.
Well, she called us amazing, but let me tell you, he is amazing. We are very fortunate to be part of the Copy Cluster. Brenda is very well known in the business. I just went to conference for the first time this past summer. Sarah was there. And everybody knows Brenda. And she has a very, very positive reputation in the company. So we are very fortunate to be on her team. So she mentioned the monthly focus, and I wrote that down, and she mentioned the enrichables. At conference, they told us about the enrichables. Do you guys have any of those yet?
Nope.
Okay. The really cool thing is it's not meant to be a real meal replacement. It's meant to enrich the meals. So if you have people that are picky eaters and don't get enough vegetables, you can hide that kale, and I can't remember what else is in there. Kale and something. It's had a brain. Anyway, something.
Fiber.
Okay, there you go. Kale and fiber. Into that, and you're going to have, veggies in there, and then the protein too, just meant to enhance. It's not replace. The exciting thing about that is the subscriptions. So they made it somewhat read between the lines, didn't come right out and say it, but they said these are the first products in our subscription line. So they're going to be obviously coming out with more, which not only are they great products, but that's exciting because, subscriptions, they just repeat themselves. So there's more sales for us, once we get them out there. So anyway, I want to share with you. She mentioned, oh shoot, ski. Sarah, I forgot to download or put those pictures. Are you able to share your screen too?
I may be able to.
Okay. Okay, so if
I have to get it ready here.
But you know what? If you
I'll get it ready.
Okay, if you can't, then when we do your thing, I can do those. I can get that ready. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to share the Grieve team information. Sarah has her team information. So these are the September consultants that were active, that are my specific team. We're a whole... It's kind of confusing because we're considered an organization. The Dream Builders is an organization, which are my team members and Sarah's team members. And then we have another gal, Tracy, who's going to be becoming a director here any day now. So she will be under our organization also. So she will down the road be sharing her team information. But so these are all the consultants that were active on the Grieve team. Yay! Jackie, Nikki, Sherry, Susan, Brittany, Tracy, Melanie, Mary, Gloria, and Greg. Good job. Okay, so then, I have to share again. I always forget that you have to reshare every time. Okay, so these are the top 5 sellers from the Grieve team. Tracy was $7,807. And I don't know if you watched Brenda's video on Copy Cluster, but Sarah beat Brenda. Brittany and Greg and Gloria.
Tracy beat Brenda.
Isn't that what I
Not
said?
Sarah.
Oh, sorry. Tracy beat Brenda. Tracy, that's what I meant. Tracy beat Brenda. Yeah. And when I first started, I used to beat Brenda. So I got to get back to that. So anyway, yep, Tracy beat Brenda. Okay, now I got to stop sharing that. And share. Wish Tracy was on here. She couldn't be on tonight. I think her kids had something. Anyway, Tracy recruited 2 people, and I recruited 1. Tracy will be continuing to recruit because she's going for director. So those of you who don't know, directors need to have 5 team members other than themselves. And the first month, they have to sell $5,000 as a team, and all 5 members need to be active. But after that first month, it doesn't matter how many members you have, as long as you sell $5,000 as a team. All right, so do you have yours?
I think I can share now.
Okay.
All right, for the Cottage team, our active September consultants were Cheryl Albertson, Hannah Hayes, and Ann Roberts. And then, let's see. Stop.
That sharing is really confusing.
Uh-oh. Okay, stop share. Okay.
Yep, now you got to share again.
Okay, I have to pull up my next. Yes, Emily's trying to get in the picture
Hi, Emily.
successfully.
I noticed
Aren't
that.
you?
Put mine back in bed again the second time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. And then $1,000 shows. Let's see here.
Oh, I didn't do that. That was a good idea.
Well, I did that instead of top sales.
Oh,
or,
okay.
Okay, can you see that?
Yep, we see it.
Yep.
Okay. $1,000 shows were Cheryl Albertson and myself.
Woohoo!
And then, yeah. Woohoo. And September recruiters, Cheryl Albertson. She's rocking it.
Yeah, for your first
She is.
6 weeks or whatever, that was, was it even 6 weeks?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
it was barely 30 days.
Yeah. Yeah, and what you sold 5,000 something, like,
Yeah.
Yep.
bam, bam,
Yep.
thank you, ma'am. Holy cow. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Okay, and Gloria, you're doing amazing also.
Yes.
Okay, so
She had 8 shows, you said?
I started my 8th show today.
Wow.
Nice.
Yep.
Way to go.
these ladies are on the move.
This is my birthday present to myself, was to start this.
Well, that's a good present.
That's really cool.
That's-
Okay, so Sarah, take it away with our, we have a little bit of training here for you.
Okay. So I had just watched a video on that Kristen Wieringa. If you go to YouTube and you type in her name with Pampered Chef, she has some videos out there, I think. She is very successful with virtual parties. She's what is she at? She's an executive team, isn't she?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, at conference she like
Jill, yeah, like
earned everything.
conference,
Yeah.
her name
Yeah,
badge,
her
like
ribbons
get
were
onto
like,
the floor. So that means like she's done everything.
yeah, she's earned everything. Like, she's someone to learn from and follow. Definitely.
What was your name again, Sarah?
Kristen Wieringa. It's like Wierenga.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, she's very young.
Yep.
And
Couple
she was up
kids
on
and
stage, and her husband and kids were there, and She promoted executive director, and it was really cool.
Yeah. Very, very cool. But I watched a training that she did, and she starts off her consultants. You can't be bothering me right now, okay? Thank you, Emily. She starts them off with, who can you ask? And that's what we want to talk to you about tonight for booking parties. Who can you ask? Go through your list, write down everyone, and when you start reaching out to everyone, offer 2 options with specific party dates. Go through your calendar, pick out the times that you have in your calendar to do shows. For Jennifer, I know she picks out the first week and the third week, and it's all dedicated to Pampered Chef those 2 weeks. And she runs, we both try to run at least 4 parties at a time. But things happen. Sometimes a consultant totally ghosts you, and a host totally ghosts you, and one of your parties drop. But yeah, just always offer 2 options when booking parties. Another thing she tells you to do to get a really good start is book 6 parties your first 2 weeks of starting. She has very good success with starting her consultants this way. You book the 6 parties, you have your 1250 in no time, and you're a qualifying consultant, and you're earning all those things on the way, all those little gifts. And if you're recruiting, you're earning cash bonuses also. Another thing, she shared the words that she uses to book, and I can share those in the group. I'm sorry, I'm being distracted a little bit here. But she says, hey, so-and-so, I'm starting something new, and I'm wondering if you'd be my guinea pig. You don't have to do much. I'm asking you to do a virtual party with Pampered Chef. They're super fun with games, tips, tricks, recipes, and tools. You'll invite your friends to the party, play the games, make comments, and enjoy the party with your friends. Are you willing to help me out while I completely spoil you with free products? That's the words that she uses to book. And she said that, the word guinea pig is frowned upon, but she said it works for her and all her consultants, so she's sticking with it. And she suggests to get those 6 parties in your calendar, she's contacting 30 people a day. It might be a little overwhelming to contact 30 people a day. That's what she does just to get those 6 parties in your calendar in your first 2 weeks. But she tells her new consultants to reach out to 30 people a day. And that's not the 25 two-way contacts. That's different. The 25 two-way contacts is reaching out to 25 people until you have 25 responses. She's just picking 30 people, maybe 10 at breakfast, 10 at lunch, and 10 at dinner, sending out that message that I just read to you, and she's reaching out to 30 people and then getting their response. So that's how she gets her new consultants off to a great start, gets them with how she suggests them to get their 6 parties booked in their first 2 weeks.
Awesome. So one thing.
Any questions?
Yeah, one thing I want to comment on that is it's a great way to get a new consultant started. But then if you are a consultant that maybe lets some time lapse and you don't have bookings on your calendar from previous parties, and you're kind of starting from scratch, that's another time that that process
Yep.
would work really well.
To just fill up your calendar and reboost your business. Mm-hmm.
So where does she find the 30 people?
They could
Or
be
suggestions
past.
for it, I should say.
Launch list.
For brand new, yep, the launch list. So
Mhm.
like for brand new, you know, your people that you go to church with, people that your neighbors, kids, your kids' friends, parents, you know, just like that launch list that we have that Pampered Chef gives us with all
Mhm.
those different ideas. And then if it's someone that's been here a while as a consultant, you want to go to past shows, you want to go to past hosts, you want to go to past customers in those shows, and just go back through and contact even your neighbors and, you know, people that you haven't asked before.
Right.
And even if you did ask them before, you can rephrase it and, you know, I know I asked you before and it maybe wasn't a good time, but with the holidays coming, this is a great time to be having a party.
And another thing right now, there's lots of vendor opportunities. The fall has lots of vendor opportunities. I mean, that's Cheryl that's on here right now. That stemmed from a vendor opportunity that I had. I booked a party at a vendor event this last spring. Cheryl came as a guest to one of those parties it wasn't from that first party. It was from
It was a fundraiser.
Oh, was it at
It
that
was
one?
Tessa's
The very
fundraiser.
first one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she was at that fundraiser that was booked from that vendor event.
Yeah.
So.
And vendor events are huge for getting names.
Yes.
So they aren't necessarily a selling opportunity. You know, you can have your catalogs and order forms there. But they mostly are for getting contact names. And one of the things, and there's trainings on vendor events that if you book yourself for a vendor event, we'll definitely get those trainings to you and suggestions for getting bookings from the vendor events. You know, having bags there with dates on them and they can take the bag and, you know, different things. So we'll definitely help you with that if you book a vendor. And one thing also about vendor events are other direct sellers are very supportive of each other.
Mm-hmm.
So if you meet people that are selling other things at a vendor event and they don't already have a Pampered Chef consultant, they're going to support you because, you know, direct sellers support direct sellers. So, yeah. Okay, good job, Sarah. Any other questions about that? Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again here. And I want to talk for a second about what Brenda, oh shoot, there we go. What Brenda was talking about with the kits. Now I know that Gloria and Cheryl, you are really on top of checking things out on marketing imagery, but not everybody is. So I'm just going to show this. This kit here, this October anniversary thing. The smaller kit, the starter kit, which is usually $99, is $39. So basically they're just taking $60 off of all the kits. So the deluxe kit's $99, the ultimate kit is $199. Now, this is, you know, people are starting to think about the holidays and people are starting to, you know, think, oh man, how much money do I have to spend on the holidays? You know, what credit card haven't I maxed out to buy my kids Christmas presents, etc. So this is a really good time to be sharing these kits because you too and those watching on the recording know how quickly you can get your money back. especially $39. The other way they could do it is kit credit coupon too. So it's just a super time to be recruiting. So if you need training on that, we've got other, things that we can help you with. But one thing I just want to say, there's another gal on Brenda's team. Her name is Caitlin. And it was so funny. She's just this young, fun gal. And she was like, all I did was ask. I just like I asked and they said yes. And she goes, like, why didn't I do that before? She's like, what are they going to do? Say no? Who cares? Just ask. So it was just so funny with the way she said it. It was just like this light bulb went off in her head. And she was like, all I did was ask. So that's just it. I mean, the worst case scenario is they're going to say no. Big whoop, So then you say, well, okay, have a party. So, and if they've told you no to recruiting, they're probably going to say yes to a party because they feel bad that they've already told you no once. So, so be offering those kits because it's just when they're on sale like this, it's easy to offer because you're just telling them about the amazing deal this month. So the other thing I want to share, I suppose I have to stop sharing. Can you see this October goal now?
No.
No.
Hate that. I wish you could go from one thing to the next. Okay. Stop share. Share. No. Can you see it now?
Yep.
Oh, good. Okay. So our goals for this month, drum roll, we are going to have 10 team members. So Sarah and I each have the goal of 2. Tracy has the goal of 2. And so that only leaves 4 others spread amongst all of us. So I'm hoping that I have to add more pumpkins than 10.
Yeah, we can certainly surpass it.
Yes. So I have this cute little pumpkin patch here, and I want to put a name on every single one of these cute little pumpkins. Then our sales goal, Sarah, how many parties were going on the calendar? 30.
I think there was it 25 or 35?
I think it was 35.
Hold on. I'll find out real quick.
Okay. So anyway,
So
so Sarah figured it out, and I had figured it out prior to that we should easily
39.
Okay, so 39 parties. So we should easily be able to hit 30,000 because there will be more parties added as the month goes along. So our goal is 30,000 in sales, and the little scarecrow here is going to have the sales total on it. So let's crush that 30,000. We had 31 this month, which was like, I was dancing around the house and my husband like, what is the deal? And I said, wow, we surpassed our past goal. Like we crushed it because the biggest sale we had before was 24 something. And so this 30,000 was just amazing. So everyone, I am just beyond excited for all of you and the paychecks that you're going to be getting and have gotten. And so you're going to like getting used to those paychecks. So let's keep it going. The other thing I have for you today, well, first off, any questions or comments or anything from you, Cheryl or Gloria?
Nope.
No? Okay.
No.
And those of you that are watching the recording, just post questions or comments below the post where I put this recording. In the post of that recording, I am going to post the link for a Google form, and we request that all of you, every single member of this organization, fill out this Google form. And I'm just going to share it, maybe. now. Yeah, it's not working. I gotta get better at this whole sharing thing. You can't see my Google form, can you?
Just the top of it.
Oh, now you can. Woohoo! Okay, so I just want your name. Sarah and I want your name, the number of parties you plan to hold this month. Sometimes other directors ask for their sales goal. And if you personally have a certain amount that you want to make each month and you know how much you need to sell to do that, you can add your sales goal behind that. Sarah and I talked it over, and I think everyone on our team is more party number oriented than dollar amount oriented, because we really can't do a whole lot about how well the parties go other than the best host coaching and communicating that we can. But the majority of it's left up to the hosts. So we do the best we can, and we go from there. I want you to comment how many people you are going to ask about if they want more information. That doesn't mean they're going to say yes, okay? I want you to set a goal for how many people you're going to mention it to, how many people you're going to ask, how many people you're going to ask for the opportunity events, and put that together. You know, so maybe you're going to mention it to 20 people. If you have 8 parties, it's, you know, mentioning it to 20 people isn't that many. So however many people your goal is for mentioning it to. Now, the training today was about making 30 contacts a day when you're starting out. I am going to change that a little bit, because for those of you that have been with Pampered Chef longer, I just want you to commit to making 30 contacts a week until you get your calendars where you want them. Every single person on our 2 teams has different goals for themselves. Some people want to have 2 parties a month. Some people want to have 10 parties a month. So I'm just asking you to make a commitment to 30 contacts a week until you get the rest of your year calendar where you want it. Okay? So, you know, that's totally up to you how many parties you want. Then I want you to keep track of that. Don't just fill out the form and then, oh yeah, Jennifer wanted me to fill out that form. Woohoo, I did it. You know, print it off, take a picture of it, whatever, so that you hold yourself accountable.
Yes, I do.
And then not do anything about it. Then the other thing is at the bottom, if you have any topics that you would like in our future months Zooms, you know, we're here to help you get what you need, and so we need to know what those ideas are. So if you fill out this form and then, you know, this next week or 2 weeks from now or whenever you come up with a thought, just message Sarah or me, and, you know, we'll keep track of it. So anyone who fills out this form is going to be entered into a drawing for Happy Meal. And depending upon how many people fill it out, I may be sending a lot of Happy Meal. So I'm, you know, if we have 5 people fill it out, I'll probably do 2. So just if the more people that fill it out, the more chance you have of winning. So fill it out, people. It's not hard. All right. Now, the next thing. Oh my goodness. Can you see this squee thing now? Oh, you can? So how come
worked.
and I didn't have to stop sharing? Well, anyway. So I am going to, we're going to close the meeting, and I'm going to share on our Dream Builders page the link to click to go to this squee, and I will just start it now. I had it set for 9 o'clock, but I'll just go ahead and start it. And Squee is an alternate platform that you can use for hosting parties. It is not like a week-long thing. It's one of those that you would do for an hour or less in an evening. Typically 45 minutes to an hour is about as long as people will stay active and engaged. This is not Facebook related at all. You don't have to download an app. People just click on the link that you send them if the host chooses to have a party on Squee, and it comes up. Where Squee came from is some direct sellers got together and made this platform. They just decided that they didn't know the longevity of Facebook or any of those things. And so they came up with Squee, and they are continually updating it. I was a part of a Squee pilot last spring, and I am a part of it right now. And it is a very, very handy, easy tool. The only hard part is getting people willing to host a party on it because it's unfamiliar. So if you can get a couple hosts to do it for you and then continually book from it, it is easy. And then people can go back in and still see the Squee party once it's done. So if somebody can't attend the live thing, they can look at it later. It is very much encouraging interaction during the party. There's a side chat bar that you just chat with the guests. You encourage the host to chat with the guests. There are questions in the party that encourage reactions and chatting in the party. So I hope that you will take the time to, if you can't do it right now, you can go back in and check it out later. And then just see what it's all about. And then comment and let us know what you think. And maybe try to book a Squee event. You can download the entire Pampered Chef catalog in the library on Squee, and then make a template from there. I currently cannot share the current template that I have from Squee because it was a part of the pilot. But once the pilot is over, then I think they'll give us permission to do it. So I don't have a template that I can share at this time that's currently up to date. I have one that I could share that you could add things to with the new products. So it would be easy to update. So, all right, so I will get this started. I will post it on Dream Builders, and I will post the recording and the Google form, and then Sarah will post the script that she got from Kristen Waringa's training, and I think that's it. Yay, we just did our first meeting. Way to go, Sarah, high five. Okay. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you, you guys.